Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you have been here before. It's been a while. I was on a little of a hiatus, and welcome if you've never been here before. Right now I'm showing you the original, the first scrap lift, the second scrap lift, the third, and then the fourth scrap lift for my Ground Hog Hop that we started in 2022. So that was the life of my layout and how it's changed. I'm going to go a little back to the original a little bit more this time and have some fun with color and some stamping. But the whole premise of the Ground Hog Day Hop, if you have not seen it before, is that you take a layout that you've created in the past and you scrap lift it, and you're going to scrap lift that same layout over and over and over and over again. You can either do the one that you scrap lifted before, so it kind of evolves, or you can go back to your original and just scrap lift that one, just like the movie Groundhog Day, where he repeats the same day over and over again. So I decided to cut I think it's a 9.5 inch circle out of a white cardstock, and I've got one photo of my nieces. I'm finishing up finally. I only have, I think, like 4 more layouts to do. An album for my sister's family. They went to Florida in 2024, so it's not too old. I'm not doing too bad. They went to Florida in 2024, and I forced her to send me all the photos so I could make them an album, because they looked just like so much fun that they had. I just wanted to make sure they had it documented. The girls did, and sorry, excuse my voice. I have a cold. I'm actually starting to feel better, but I sound like crap still, as is everyone. I feel like this time of year, tis the season. Everybody's inside all the time, all the germs everywhere, and I work at a school, so there we go. So I'm taking this, it's a Simple Stories paper for my background, and then I have some scraps I kind of put together a bunch of different collections for their album, kind of as a kit. So some of them are mixed collections, some of them are Simple Stories, some of them are not. I can't even remember what is what right now. And I don't have my branding strips near me to tell you. But I matted my photo on, I printed it with a white border and then matted it on that darker blue cardstock color. I'm just creating one long strip of that pink floral paper to go at the bottom, and then I'm going to create some layers with these other colors to pull out of that floral pattern that we have as the background, which is super bold. But if you can pull out certain colors, kind of helps stand them out and kind of ground the layout. And I'm roughing up the edges of everything so that they stand out as well, so they pop off the page a little more, otherwise they'd kind of blend in. Using some things up that have been sitting on my desk for ages now, a little punched tab, it's pink, of some random piece of paper, so that's going to get used finally. I'm trying to do that whenever I create a page, use something random, an embellishment or a leftover something from that's been sitting on my desk. When I have just like little bits left over, I just leave them on my desk to be used, so that they get used up. So yes, I am going, the original layout was the big circle element was on the left, and the first scrap lift is I put it on the right, so I'm kind of going back to that, and that was mostly just because I thought it looked better with where their eyes go in the photo, looked better with them on the right than on the left, so that's why we're mainly doing that. I'm going to mat my photo again on this green just to add a little bit more of that around the page, and I do have a little bit of that, a strip of that for the bottom strip as well. And I have this Color Cast Designs Stay Cozy. That's like the perfect kind of goldenly orange yellow that's in the florals that we're going to glue down right on the photo. This is a photo of my nieces. They're both freeze babies, so they are scrawny, skinny, petite girls. And even though in Florida, most of us with more layers of protection would not be cold after going in the ocean, they freeze. They get cold and very easily if they go swimming. So this is them bundled up after being in the ocean and playing in the ocean and on the beach all day. They were cold. I mean, granted, they went in March, so it's warm to us up here in Minnesota at the time, but to go swimming and stuff, it probably still feels pretty chilly. But when on the beach, you gotta go on the beach. They had so much fun on this trip. Now I'm pulling out just a million embellishments that I have in this, like I said, this kit, basically this blob of a bunch of things that I have. Some travel themed things, some summer themed things, some beach themed things that I have to make this album for them. So I just kind of zipping through what I have to see what else I can pull to put on this page to give it some life. And this is a combination of a bunch of stuff from a bunch of different manufacturers. So I may not remember what manufacturer it was that I used, just a heads up. So that's a nice little kind of subtitle. I just popped up on some fun foam. I just order mine off Amazon. It's adhesive on one side. You can also get it just even cheaper foam at like a Walmart that doesn't have adhesive on one side. I like the adhesive on one side. It's nice, and it's honestly not too expensive. I get it in bulk and it lasts me a long time. Like, I don't think I've bought it for over a year, so it's not like it gets used up super, super fast. I love this little journaling card I have. I think it's from an Elle Studio collection, but it has like a rating scale on it, and so I kind of just journaled the basics and rated it. So now I'm going to take, this I do know manufacturers. Now I'm going to take some phrase stamps, the tab phrase stamps from Elle Studio. I love them. I'm obsessed with them. I have a ton of them. I don't have all of them, but I have a lot of them. And so I'm using the everyday stamp. I'm using the winter stamp just because it says things like "brr, it's cold" in here, and I'd stamp that one. I'm using the summertime stamp, and then I think the daily tab stamp. So that one's going to be more like planner type stamp. So it's going to have all the months of the year on it. It has all the days of the week, and then I think it has like weekend, work day, like things like that. So I do stamp March, and I think it has a few ranges of years. I can't remember where it starts and ends, but it did have 2024. I think it actually went up to 2028 possibly, so that's really nice. So I'll be able to use that one for a few more years. And obviously I'm not caught up on my scrapbooking, so I will be able to use that for all the past layouts I need to scrapbook as well. I'm trying to find the best way to do this, but sometimes I find if like I start scrapbooking only one year, even though like all the pictures are different, I get bored. I really want to scrapbook some of the current events, so I need to start focusing again on current and then focus on an older one to like just tackle both of those and then go from there. But I just took some archivers in like a dark blue, I think it's just blue, and just went around the circle. There was a little heart as well on the daily tab stamp that I would put in every once in a while. And then I'm just taking a pen that I have, a felt tip pen, and doing a little squiggle in between the other ones. And then I will draw a doodly line on around the white of the flat edge of the page too as well. So yeah, getting my photo adhered down now that I've got all the stamps put away and did all the stamping. And I'm going to tuck in, these few embellishments here. I think one of them even was a Paige Evans collection. Some of the stuff, some of the stuff's from a bunch of different collections. Things that I just either grabbed a page from or grabbed a kit for a page, or I just grabbed everything travel that I had in front of me that was recent, which was in the last 2 years, so not very recent. Recent enough for me. Still all great stuff. And yeah, and I'm going to finish up with some enamel dots in a bunch of places. And I think pretty much that's it. So thank you again for coming on to my channel and checking my video out. Please subscribe if you are not, but make sure for sure that you check out everybody who is playing along in the playlist that's linked down below, and then also all the playlists from the previous 4 times we've done this are below. I'm super excited. This is the 5th time we are doing this type of hop. It was, like I said, just an idea I had, and so many people jumped on board. And a ton of people have been doing it since the beginning, a good handful of people, and some have kind of joined us along the way, and they've really enjoyed the challenge of taking an older layout of theirs and scrap lifting it, or scrap jacking it, as Sandy says, just over and over as just kind of a challenge to myself, and it's an annual hop. It's like the only thing that I host, so... I'm hoping you'll see more of me jumping on again now in 2026. Like I said, I took like a 4-month break, and I really miss being creative. I'm in the process also of moving my scrap space, so there will be gaps. Maybe I will have some organizing videos as I organize my new space. But here's some close-ups. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.